Step two now. Step two where we want to go. Guess what? We're going to catch that check, right? We got spin check. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
What a night Friday at home. Your Wildcats at home with a familiar face on the field. Legendary head coach Lynn Moore spoke pregame with the team, and he helped lead us to that 1993 state championship. It was great to have him back and great to have head coach MC Miller back on the sidelines as your Wildcats hosted the other Wildcats from Clarksdale. Yes, we did not forget about the history from 97 to 2000. We were going to do those teams proud on Friday night. First quarter opening drive. This is not a bad way to get it all started. Deontay Yarbrough, there's Marquis Haynes getting free. Picking up a first down into Clarksdale territory. And let's turn to the ground game. A little draw play action, some good blocking, and then lower the shoulder, Kevon Jackson picking up a tough first down. And then a few plays later, let Big D polish it off with a short touchdown keeper right there. It is 7-0 Louisville. After that, time for the defense to turn up, and boy, oh boy, did Darius Hopkins have himself a night. It was a meet me in the backfield kind of night for this defensive front. Hopkins there, and then watch out, Jakevius Hibbler, here he comes. Killer Red on the sack, and you know when he comes up with a stop, you got to find the camera, and you got to do your sack dance. That would back up the punt for Clarksdale, and they couldn't really handle special teams on Friday night. Bad bobbled snap, whatever you call it. There's Kadarius Shell, KD on the fumble recovery touchdown. It's 14-0 Louisville after 1 second quarter. D down the seam. There's Dre Shoemaker on the catch and a first down. And then a little later, D going to keep on the misdirection, and I'm not sure where in the world the ball was going, and I had a tough time keeping up with it. So did Clarksdale, because 17 yards later, Yarbrough's in the end zone. It is 21-0 Louisville, and we ain't done yet in the second quarter. Ensuing kickoff. Clarksdale got some Butterfinger Sears. They can't handle the football on this wet and sloppy turf. Christian Hopkins flying on the recovery, and your PowerCats would take over with great field position, and that would lead to Kevon Jackson coming in out of the, I guess we'll call it the Wildcat, as he takes the direct snap, and he's got no problems getting himself into the end zone on the short TD run. 28-0 Louisville. The business venture continues on as the next drive. D going up top. Where's Tennis Shoe? David Haynes probably should have had a touchdown here, but they mark him down at the half 1 yard line. No matter, because that play from Tennis Shoe gonna lead to Big D, Deontay Yarbrough. Follow your blocks. That offensive line, by the way, was outstanding Friday night. Short touchdown run. It's 35-0 Louisville. And mind you, this next play is not a replay. More kickoff issues for the opponent, Ashanti Sistra. Good to have him back. He's on the fumble recovery in the upcoming drive. Here comes Action Jackson. We just saw a man fly. Kevon Jackson, goodbye. 35-yard touchdown. Take another look as, my word, the guy just spread his wings, and I fly like a bird. I only fly away. 42-0 Louisville, and we weren't done scoring before the half. My goodness. Vaughn was just running all over the place. Baby Zeke had himself quite the night as he picks up a first down carry there. And then D down the seam. Once again, down, well, you could say down the middle, down the seam, either way. Clarksdale didn't know where Dre Shoemaker was, and that would lead to Elijah Wilkes before the end of the half. 42-yard field goal. Beautiful. 45-0 lead at the half for your Louisville Wildcats. You know who was liking that? Northland Pines High School kids from Eagle River, Wisconsin, making the trip, visiting as pen pals with Miss Willis's writing class. They enjoyed themselves. Although it was cold, but they're used to the cold. They're from Wisconsin. And we were trying to stay warm, and we were hot going into that third quarter. The defense stayed warm and stayed up. There's a sack from Hop, and then a bad snap. Here comes Killer Red as Jakevius Hibbler on the stop. He had a tough time finding the camera. That's okay, Red. We'll work on it for next week. And then one more time on a fourth down, Christian Hopkins. So Hopkins, Hibbler, they're all making plays. They're all making stops. The defense keeping the shutout. Now let's go get some points. Again, through the air. This was by far Deontay's best game back at quarterback as he's going to hook up with Marquis, who very nearly got away there. Some slick moves, picks up a first down. Then later on a fourth down, Look at D off of his back foot. How about Marquis Haynes going to make a play on the 17-yard touchdown? Not how you draw it up, but it still counts the same. It is 52-0 after 3, and the cherry on top is Camden Sanders checking in, pulling the read option on the touchdown run there. 59-0, your final. A statement win for your PowerCats, as we will be on the road next Friday at Pontotoc. Make the trip up to see your Wildcats. How'd the team feel after the win? And they feel good.
Main thing I want to do, come out and play a good first quarter. We come out and play the first quarter like we play like this, every game will be okay. Because we always come out starting slow, but we didn't tonight. We came out and played a good first quarter.
Coach, I think your guys are just glad to have you back.
Well, I'm glad to be back too. And they know better than I am. I'm just hope I don't have to go back neither.
This was my first game back. I've been out for 4 weeks. Man, it's been a long 4 weeks, but I just want to say one thing. All this week they were talking about the history of Clarksdale. They beat us in 2000 and all that. I just want to say history don't make us. We make our own history. Hey, Pontotoc, we coming for you.
So the hurdle, I was running. I saw him trying to hit me low. I set him up. He thought I was finna run him over.
Jumped him.
Nah, you know me. I went over him just like Action Jackson would. You feel me? Oh yeah. Hey, get what? Pontotoc, here we come, baby.
Start Latham here with Darius Hopkins. Darius, I heard when you was one of the first sacks we had, man. Tell us about the night.
It was a great game. Real muddy, real slippery. I could have had about 4 or 5, but I slipped and all. But I think we did good. We got Pontotoc next. We gonna keep it up, keep it rolling.
Ain't nobody beating us but us, man. What do y'all not understand, man? We the coldest team in 4A, and we proven. I don't know what Clarksdale was thinking. They were thinking like the history was gonna change something.
I must congratulate my Wildcats, you know. That real Wildcats. That road to championship running where? 14, 15, 25. 25.
And we thank God every day for this.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Hey,
Thank you, Lord.
And we take you out. PowerCats TV, signing off.